Hey everyone, this is Seth of the World of Paleoanthropology, and I wanted to talk to you all today a little bit about what I've been up to, some of my plans, and this guy that I've got here, if the camera will show it. And this is the old man of La Chapelle, who is a Neanderthal, and we're going to talk about him and get to him in a moment. And we're talking about him specifically because I think I finally have realized that I really want to focus on Neanderthals and what they did behaviorally, specifically how they interacted with modern humans from a cultural standpoint, and whether there was an exchange culturally that we can see in potential Neanderthal art or modern human art and the influences that they gave on each other, because we actually see changes when modern humans arrived in Europe in what we believe to be Neanderthal art that may show some learning that happened, and it wasn't just a one way street where things were cut off. So I'm hoping to work with some pretty interesting and exciting individuals to get that research going. I'm very excited for that. That's in the future though. But for right now, we're going to go back and talk about this guy right here, the old man of La Chapelle. In 1908, a groundbreaking discovery was made in a cave near La Chapelle en Sens, France. Three Catholic priests, Amadei and Jean, excuse me, I'm not going to get these right, but I'll try my best, Bolsonnet and El Bardon, unearthed the first relatively complete Neanderthal skeleton known as the Old Man of La Chapelle en Sens. The skeleton, dating back to approximately 60,000 years ago, was studied by French anthropologist Marceline Boule, reconstructed and published between 1911 and 1913. It depicted a Neanderthal, you've probably seen this image, as a stooped and brutish figure, which influenced popular perception for decades. This is a perception that science communicators such as myself and others are actively trying to disengage from. If you've read the book Kindred by Rebecca Ragsykes, you will see that the Neanderthal is a creature much like what we would think of and see walking down the streets today. Now, if you read the book by Ludovic Silmak, you would think quite otherwise. So the debate is on raging on whether the Neanderthal here was more like modern humans in our mental capacity, or more, say, something more primitive like a basal Neanderthal here, which this is a Homo heidelbergensis if we're going to differentiate the species. But back to our friend here, the old man, who is quite special because he was estimated to be about around the age of 40 years old at the time of his death. Now, while that doesn't seem very old to you and I, that was an extremely old age for Neanderthal living 60,000 years ago, as life was extraordinarily difficult and managing yourself was very hard. He suffered from advanced osteoarthritis, a damaged hip joint, and the loss of most of his teeth. Yet, despite these ailments, the skeleton shows evidence of a well developed social network, indicating that the Neanderthal was cared for and that the injuries were helped to be healed by other members of his family, clan, tribe, however you want to identify how a Neanderthal group would have lived. But it's clear from his bones and teeth, and we can see, if the camera will allow, it won't, we can see his skull here, and we can see that there's a giant cavity here where a tooth went missing and it rotted up into his skull. There's damage to some of his orbits. He went through quite a bit in his life as a Neanderthal. The discovery also provided evidence of intentional burial, as the body was found in a pit in the middle of a cave, such as like the one you see behind me, although of course not the exact one. This suggests that Neanderthals practiced some form of mortuary ritual, highlighting their social and cultural complexity. Now, just as we talk about with Homo naledi, the term burial is extremely specific, and when we're talking about archaeology and anthropology, burial means literally taking dirt and placing it on a body intentionally after you have dug a hole. There are other forms of mortuary practice that Neanderthals could have been involved in, and they would have been as socially complex as burial, whether they practice actual burial or not. The Old Man of La Chapelle ensemble remains one of the best studied Neanderthal skeletons. It continues to yield new information about Neanderthal life, health, and social structures, contributing to our ever evolving understanding of early modern human history. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and of looking at the skull, I have many of these 3D prints on which I hope to make more videos about and show off locally. So if you like what you learned, and if you would like to see more videos like this, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, share, and remember that there's always more to learn and to never give up on your chance to learn something new, because every day is a new opportunity and a chance for us to get out there and change the world. So please like, subscribe, share, and remember this is SciComm September, so every day on all of my social media you'll be seeing special posts learning about paleoanthropology and spreading that SciComm information. So do your part, hit that share button, and let's build this community together. Thanks. Bye.